What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. Happy Thirsty Thursdays, everybody. I'm pumped right now, as if you guys can hear my voice. Literally a couple minutes ago, Bitcoin just pumped. It's pumping as we speak. It must be the Crypto Airborne 6-fig pump. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to do a quick market overview real quick. And I don't know, a lot of this technical analysis around this time is kind of playing out. So I think you guys will find this pretty interesting. So I'm just going to jump in a quick market overview, talk about just one or two things, and then I'll bring a 6-fig in here. So market right now, let me just refresh it since we just had a pump. Up 4.3% the last 24 hours. We got Bitcoin sitting at 22,300, up 8.75% last 24 hours. ETH pumping too, up about 7.17%, currently at 1,269. What else is pumping right now? Cardano is pumping up about 5.32%, currently sitting about 49 cents. Let's just jump over to holidays today. There's a bunch of things going on today. Star Festival, Tell the Truth Day, Thirsty Thursday. So I'm curious if this is the actual legit, like, dedicated Thirsty Thursday day holiday for all the, Thursdays there are in the year. World Chocolate Day, Sky Brown, bunch of other crap. National Strawberry Sundae Day. Yeah. All right, crypto bubbles. Let's take a look real quick. I'm going to go to the hourly. Right now, everything, like I said, is pumping right now because Bitcoin's pumping, moves the market. Just is what it is right now. But everything's looking pretty good. Let's look in the daily. ICP up 13.7%. 6-fig's probably pretty happy about that one. Aave is also pumping up about 17.4%. Take a look at my favorites. CKB's up about 5.9%. Sitecoin's up 4.1%. Dot's up 5.6%. Everything's looking pretty good today, especially the last 5-10 minutes. Total crypto market cap, I guarantee we're back up over 1 trillion. TradingView always has it lower. I don't know the reason why. 956 billion. And then let's see, CoinGecko always has this a little bit higher. Yeah, $1,029 billion. So we're back up to 1 trillion total market cap. Maybe we can do some TA on that 6-fig too. Up 3.9% last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance pumping again a little bit from earlier. We're up about to 44.37%. DXY looks like it's coming down a little bit. So not surprised that the crypto market's up. Whenever the DXY is down, crypto market, traditional markets usually pump. However, with that being said, earlier today, DXY was pumping, but the traditional markets and crypto markets were pumping. So didn't really have a correlation like it usually does. Again, stock markets, everything was up. Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ all closed up today, which is good. Fear and Greed Index. Let's see, I refreshed it earlier, currently at a 20. So it went from an 18 to a 20 from yesterday. So we're slowly coming up, guys. I keep saying this in all my videos. We had a huge clump of extreme fear over the last month we've had. Big clumps, usually we have big jumps right afterwards. You guys can see here, we had a big giant jump, clump here, big jump, clump here. So we had that big jump. Are we getting ready to do that big jump up? I don't know. Let's see. And then I did put out a video about 30 minutes ago, if you guys missed it, talking about the Adam and Eve pattern, which is currently playing out in Bitcoin. So essentially what this is, it's kind of a V-shaped pattern right here. So this is Adam, and there's a double bottom. Then you got your Eve bottom here, which is more of like a U-shaped. So what we need to do to confirm this is we need to close the day above 21,900, which we didn't do it, but we just finally pumped past it for the first time less than 10 minutes ago. So once we have that confirmation, we could see a short-term relief rally here, which would be awesome. But we have this pattern playing out right now. We also have this triangle that we just broke out of, and then also 6-fig will get into it. But on the last stream we did last week, we talked about the Fibonacci time sequences. Sometime between July 4th and July 10th, we could see a reversal. Is that playing out right now? Could be, but I'll have him talk about that here in a little bit. But that's all I got for you guys right now. Hopefully you guys smash the thumbs up button on your way in. Let me just see who we got in the audience right now. We got Aldo. What's going on, man? Let me just bring my screen back over here. Take a sip. Cheers to a nice pump that we have. Who else we got? Josh Kennedy, the Lucky Stream. Yep. What's going on, man? We got Strike in the house. Who else we got here? Pack a Bull. What's going on, man? Got Elizabeth. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Should be a good, nice little 1-hour stream, unless, our streams always go a little bit longer than that. So don't know. If the market's pumping, you guys stay engaged in the chat. We'll just keep it going. All right. Let's bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend, Six Fig Stock Trader. It's like he's not there.
No, I'm there. I'm there.
What's going on?
No, you know what? I'm just enjoying that little intro that you put on for us. It's nice to see some green on the charts. Those crypto bubbles were looking good and green. And man, I just hope that maybe, just maybe, we can really kind of figure out where the bottom is here. Hopefully, we can get a nice bounce and make this V-shaped recovery like we have during the coronavirus crash, things like that. You know, it would be awesome to see. I'm sick and tired of seeing everybody just get slaughtered here since November. I mean, it's just terrible. So hopefully we can get this ship turned around, and it'd be interesting to see what some of these time sequences and stuff like that with Bitcoin are doing. I know that we've been kind of talking about this July 5th, July 7th-ish area, July 3rd to July whatever, first week of July, that there was going to be this major event that was happening through Fibonacci time sequence. What I'm seeing, it appears to be spot on.
Yeah, and I think you did it last week. You pulled it up. You probably can pull it up again here, just as a quick reminder. But you did the time sequence, and it kind of timed. I don't know if you went all the way back to from 2014 or you went back years and years ago, and it kind of timed pretty much every bottom.
Yeah.
And then like that fib time sequence that you called last week is kind of potentially playing out right now, which is insane.
Yeah, the accuracy of time sequence and the correlation to just everything in the markets. I mean, whatever. It's out of this world, literally. The science behind it. It just is what it is. But yeah, it's cool stuff. I don't know. I shared my charts if you wanted to check those out.
Yeah, I got a couple comments. We got King Crimson said that he thinks that we bottom, check the weekly RSI, tap when we hit 17.5K and see what happened every other time we did that.
Well, so, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Full noise. What's up, Airborne? What's going on? Let's see. Bitcoin Renegade, what's going on, man? Six Fig hit us with the fake out before the shakeout.
Yeah.
Now the breakout. But yeah, I really don't have much else to talk about market-wise. I didn't really have anything planned for this stream. I didn't really want to talk about Voyager. We all know where Voyager's at. Just sit and wait game right now. The macroeconomics, geopolitical stuff that's going on. I mean, I'm starting to see inflation, I think, come down a little bit. The markets, they're pumping a little bit, the traditional markets, but I watched a guy earlier do TA on the S&P 500, and there's, even if we do pump up, I forget the channel he had. I don't know, maybe you could pull that up. Even if we go up to like 24, or I don't know. Any short-term pump we're still in a bear trend macro, on the macro side of it. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. Commodities are coming down. We never really go over those, but the other guy that I watch, he talks about everything is collapsing pretty much, which is good. So that's kind of a call that I guess inflation's starting to come down. I don't know if we have any Fed announcements, Fed meetings coming up. Man, I don't know. This past week for me has been crazy. So, but yeah.
Let's check this out, guys. We'll just start off with Bitcoin here, and really, this is what it is. And I'll just kind of go ahead here and talk about the Fibonacci time sequence. And then one other thing I wanted to just touch on was the 730-day moving average and the 200-day moving average as well. So when we look at Fibonacci time sequence, and for those of you that don't know, I can't explain it in depth right this second. Just Google it. You'll get a better definition of what it is, better than what I can explain. But basically what we're doing is measuring a swing high to a swing low. And then what time sequence does is it starts adding these segments together. So you'd start from 0 to 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and so on and so forth. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And so you just kind of keep amplifying time sequence in that respect. So when we go ahead and measure the 2013 all-time highs, and this is, we're talking a cool $1,100 Bitcoin, right? Down to the swing low of the bear market, which was almost 2 years later, August 2015. Bitcoin reached a devastating level of $162. And that was really a turnaround. But we also had a nice little bump to the downside here. And if you guys remember how I was just mentioning the 730-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, well, this 730-day moving average, we're just going to kind of skewer it, I don't know, just like that. And you can see that right after this 200 moving average death cross, the 200, really, that marked the bottom. This time sequence kind of marked the bottom. So that was a very interesting thing. And the one thing about time sequence is, what's interesting about it is it doesn't always have to be some sort of significant swing. It can be just something minute like this, where price was going up, it predicted a little reversal, and price came down. It's just sometimes the swings are significant and sometimes they aren't. That's just the way it is. But when we go ahead and look at this again, really this 200 moving average comes down and death crosses the 730-day moving average. And we saw this nasty little dip here. And then shortly after, we saw this Fibonacci time sequence. This kind of was the point where it was the middle of the bear market for the 2018-2019 crash. And it was off to the races we went. Now,
I remember buying a Bitcoin on Robinhood February 2019.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't even know anything about this, but just, I don't know, randomly when I was working at Amazon, I had some money, I guess.
That's awesome.
Bought at the very, very bottom. Didn't even realize it.
You did good by yourself right there. That's for sure. I can remember during this coronavirus dip, I was so tempted. I remember seeing some of these lows and I was just so unsure of it. But just with the whole pandemic, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But going back to this, we death crossed this 730-day moving average, time sequence hits, and then boom, we're off to the races. Here we're kind of in this same, not the same, but a very similar situation. We had the 200 death cross, the 730. We've got a time sequence. Now, for the last few weeks, I've been kind of talking about how that this time sequence, somewhere early part of July, I was trying to pin it down July 2nd to like July 5th, somewhere in there was kind of my prediction on when we would see this. And it looks like July 3rd, somewhere in that neighborhood, this time sequence pinned a reversal in price exactly.
Wow.
I mean, just by measuring a couple data points from 2013 to 2015, this is not a coincidence at all. Mm-hmm. So prices have reversed, and we are heading north out of this symmetrical triangle for right now. So that's very interesting stuff.
We've got that Adam and Eve pattern. What do you think about that? Doesn't that look like exactly what's playing out right now?
Possibly. I don't know much about the Adam and Eve pattern, and I meant to catch your video. I ran to grab a 6-pack for the show, and I just never got the chance to watch it because by the time I realized it was online or whatever, I was getting ready for this. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out. So what's the deal with that?
Basically, it's a bullish double bottom indicator where the first part we had that dip right there to the low. It's kind of an immediate V-shaped bottom, and then it kind of consolidates a little bit, goes up, and then it comes back down more into a U-shaped. That's the Eve. Okay. And the bottoms are pretty much similar. And then once you come back up past that first top from the atom, if we can close above that, which is 21,900, that's the bullish reversal confirmed for that pattern.
That would be sweet. That's
So
cool. I'm gonna have to look up on
if we
more of
stay
that.
above 1,900 today and close, that could be one pattern that's going to play out right now. But
Yeah,
who knows?
definitely. So, short term, I think it's in order to come up and test maybe this 24 and a half time $25,000 ish level, somewhere in there. Let's just go ahead and throw up this time sequence, and you can just see how this might run right up to this 161.8, which is the golden ratio, over the next week. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if price makes it up through here to these levels, $25,000 levels, within the next 5 days. It'd be interesting to see. One thing that I'm concerned about right here to right here, this is a very thick Ichimoku cloud. I'm not saying that we can't get through it, but if we do see price action run through this thick part of the Ichimoku cloud, we'll know that we have somewhat of a strong market, possibly. And man, that would just be so sweet. I would love to just see this recovery. I want to see everybody's portfolios deep in the green again, because this is getting old. This bear stuff, man.
What price point do you think we need to get to for us to be bullish again? Like, hey, oh wow, crap, this is actually a bullish reversal, because we could pump up to what and still be going down. Like I said, this could be a short-term relief rally and it's just a fake out. You know what I mean? I'm just curious what you think.
And it could be, I would say, for us to be bullish, for me, I would really, maybe to have that sense of security, I would like to see price above this 50 moving average, to be honest with you. I would like to see, at least this $40,000 Bitcoin, and it can happen. I mean, we see how Bitcoin, when it wants to move, it can freaking move, man.
Oh yeah.
And what's interesting about this whole situation is the incredible opportunity that Bitcoin has to break through this really thin Ichimoku cloud. So I'm hoping that we just see this pattern. I've had this pattern on my charts for not continuously, but I've been talking about this possibility of an inverse head and shoulders or something like that. And I would love to see, these prices come up to the top of this, maybe pull another retracement down, because if we saw that happen, man, we'd be off to the races in maybe late 2023, which would just be insane.
We got elections coming up at the end of the year. What time frame is that right shoulder, like that point? Do you have? Is it around November?
This one here. So okay. This is just something I just threw up there.
Okay.
It just it has no significance for date.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, hey, we could potentially have a rally up into midterms or elections, and then it kind of dump afterwards, which kind of looks like that would play out. So hey, we pump maybe around now up until elections, and then we take that dump retracement. I don't know. That's just one thing I've heard people saying.
The November. When are the elections? November-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So let's just throw something up here. Here's a double confirmation. I like seeing that. Man, I tell you what. Here's Fibonacci time sequence on the weekly up to the last week of October. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's a good point to make, though, because a lot of this is influenced by the elections, and in many cases with news breakouts, things like that, or people buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, and that certainly could be the case. One thing that I'm most interested in with this setup right now is that Bitcoin is really got this symmetrical triangle squeeze going on. To me, this price is too far away from this Ichimoku cloud. It needs to be reeled back. So we can see what happens when price gets too far away from this cloud. It just gets reeled back heavily, to the upside and to the downside. We can look at other examples of this, such as this December 2018 crash. Price too far away. What happens? It's like gravity. The clouds are almost like the Earth. The candles are like the moon, or you know what I'm saying? It just pulls on each other. They just pull on each other. So that's the one thing that I like. And looks like Josh Kennedy is saying, is this the weekly chart? Yes, this is right now. So I'm very hopeful that we'll start to see our coins start to pump a little bit. It'd be nice.
And the other thing I wanted to bring up real quick was with all the crazy stuff going on with Three Arrows Capital and Luna and UST and all this crazy things going on, this gives a great reason for the feds to come in to start putting in some regulation and whatnot. So with elections coming up and all this stuff, we might see cryptocurrency somewhere on the ballot with regulations and whatnot, I think, in my opinion. So if there's anything bullish for regulation and people starting to adopt it more now that the feds are starting to identify cryptocurrency as, a real asset or whatever, and we start getting some regulation on the ballot, that could just be another bullish thing to have the crypto markets pump. It's the thought.
Yeah. You get somebody out there start spewing positive or negative sentiment right now, that might trickle into the markets and influence that fear, greed. Did you check out that fear and greed indicator tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How was that sitting?
It's what did I say? It was 20. I want to say off the top of my head. Let me just check real quick. It oh man, where'd it go?
I never thought I'd be happy about like a 20.
I know.
Greed factor.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. It just goes to show.
Let me just
how bad things are.
Yeah. So
20. Okay.
I talk about this in all my videos. You guys can see here's the max time frame going all the way back to at least 2018. But we've been in this massive extreme fear, big clump for over a month, since literally about the 13th of May. We saw 10. We hovered around between 10. I think we went down to 6 at one point. Wow. 6 right there on 19th of June. That's like one of the lowest in Bitcoin's history on the Fear and Greed Index. But we hit that low on the 19th of June just within the last couple days. So 4th of July, we hit a 14. And then on July 6th, yesterday, we hit an 18. And then now today, we're at a 20. So, but look at every time we've had massive clumps of extreme fear, boom, huge pump to the upside. Massive clump of fear, boom, pump to the upside. Clump, pump, clump, pump, clump, pump. See, like, if history repeats itself and looking at these charts, you can only think that, hey, we might be at the very beginning of a pump coming on with everything that we're talking about, technical analysis, with the pattern, the time sequences, the fear going on. It's inevitable.
Yeah, go back to that chart once. I'm interested in something. So try to find, I'm curious to know about what the January, almost February, go to like February 1st, 2019. What did that look like? Late January
2019.
Okay, so if you go down,
so 31 January, we're at a 17.
Okay, what about like December 2018?
Let's see, December 2018, August, September, October, November. So
boom, right in there.
21. Look, here's the big clump.
There's the clump. Yeah. So okay. So
from
that was like
November 2018 all the way till about 17 December 2018. Huge clump, and then a boom, big jump, and then we kept going.
So that was the bottom of the 2018 bear market right there. And time sequence was right there.
And look at this clump that we just recently had. This kind of looks like that same thing. Even like this COVID crash right here going on. Big clump, huge, like, I don't know, guys. Not financial
Bull
advice. I think
market's back on, everybody.
I'm hoping.
Just
I
kidding.
hope so. It could potentially
Not
be,
financial or trading advice.
or we might have a little relief at least sometime. I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
right on. I mean, it would be so sweet if it's the bottom, because people have been, people have been acting like we just got into this bear market and things have just gotten bad. That's kind of what I get from a lot of people, and really, in reality, we're looking early November of 2021. We've been on this slippery downhill slope that's just been nothing but one big ass ABC corrective wave to the downside. So, I mean, you know what? On the daily here, we even got this death cross that's happening right now with the 200 and the 730 on the daily. So that's interesting. I mean, it is what it is. Last time we got that death cross, almost signified the middle of this bear market on top of a Fibonacci time sequence. So who knows if we're going to be making this style run up again.
Yeah. Same
I
thing
sure
with
hope so.
the Elliott wave theory, wave 5. Like, we could have hit that wave 4 within the last week or so, and starting that. Like, there's so many indicators technically showing that there's a move to the upside here soon. Granted, like we always say, take it with a grain of salt because there's macroeconomics and stuff. But with that being said, some of the macroeconomics with inflation and commodities and everything are starting to cool off a little bit. And then the Fed are going to announce new interest rates or whatever. Like, who knows? It all just seems like it's slowly starting to turn positive a little bit. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird how it all like comes into one thing.
Right. Yeah, there is definitely some sort of Elliott wave impulse, throughout Bitcoin's all-time history here. Maybe that would be up to here technically, and really, when we're looking at this, what we're looking for is an ABC or ABCDE corrective wave. So I'm hoping we're not going to see like something like this, to the downside.
It's a possibility.
It is.
Where did you start your Elliott wave
Right.
1? Because I think the ones that I've seen that are saying this, they start wave 1 at the bottom of the 2018 bottom.
Oh yeah. And so there is Elliott wave theory within Elliott wave theory, and so this is definitely one of those things where we could even argue. I mean, really, I could argue that this is perfect Elliott wave theory right here. You get the A, B, C corrective wave, back off to the races. There's a lot of different ways you can twist that.
Yeah.
But on a grander scale, though, we can see that this is pretty dang good Elliott wave theory to the upside. And then there is a little bit of a corrective wave, an ABC corrective wave. Is it going to be an ABCDE corrective wave? Who knows? Maybe we're going to see something like this play out, where it's just some crazy drop down. We just don't know. But I think that right now there's a lot of people interested in the cryptocurrency market. And Bitcoin is not as strong as it once was, just because of all these other altcoins that have popped up on the scene. It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh man, I was watching that other guy, Mitch Ray TA, who only pretty much there's only like him, you, and like Norris Digital or the TA people that I watch. But he was saying God, I just lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was gonna say. What was he gonna say? I don't remember. It'll come to me in a second.
Yeah, he was probably gonna tell everybody to go to Six Fig Stock Traders YouTube channel and subscribe.
Yeah. God, I don't remember what it was. It's been a long week, like I said.
Well, should we dive into some alts?
Either that or what about the total crypto market cap? That'd be a good.
That's a good one, man. Let's
my
look
time.
at this. If I can find it here, bear with me, guys. Here it is. Total
See who we
crypto
got.
market cap. Right now, this is actually a great, thing that you brought up here. The total crypto market cap. Right now, what I'm seeing is a potential for some sort of ascending triangle. Simply because I'm seeing a neckline here. So there could be this chance that we see this top out because, right now we're performing triple tops off this trend line. And so that's important to note. And I'm just going to throw down this trend line right like that. So we got triple tops on this. We've got the lows are getting higher for the total crypto market cap. What I'm looking for here is for these lows to basically just inverse. I'm okay if we see this come back down and then rip to the upside. I'm okay if we just see it rip to the upside from here. We are quite a ways from the Ichimoku cloud.
Yeah.
So this is definitely, one of these things where, if we can just continually get these lows marching to the upside like this, we're just going to see a move kind of like this. And then you just kind of see Elliott wave theory play out. And really, hopefully we see this thing just kind of march all the way up to like the $5 trillion market cap.
Yeah.
Dogecoin to $10. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever done a time sequence on the total crypto? Have we? I think we've done one before.
We can.
I'm curious to see if there's something going around this time frame too.
Also, RSI on this thing is way up there too. I mean,
oh, wow.
77 isn't very high, but you can kind of see like just off these last few points here. Well, I guess nothing's really transpiring, but anytime we've gotten up to like this level, there's been some issues. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see this thing go up higher and break out. Who knows? But yeah, let's throw down some time sequence for kicks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do this on the daily.
That's crazy that the RSI is that high. Even though when you look at Bitcoin, it seems like we're so oversold on the weekly RSI. We're at like historical low levels. But then when you look at the total crypto market cap, it's saying that we're way oversold. Yeah. So it's like the complete opposite.
Yeah, but that was on like the 4-hour chart. So
okay. I thought it was the weekly.
Here's the daily. Let's just look at the weekly here.
Yeah, what's the weekly?
That'll zero in.
Oh yeah, we're due for something.
So look at this. The last time we've been in these dumps, 2015, 2014, got that reversal to go here. Boom. We came back down here in 2018, hit these levels, and then off to the races. And now look where we're at. Folks.
That's actually a good indicator. I like looking at that. We're extreme oversold on the weekly. It's only happened, what, 1, 2, 3 times I can see? Oversold.
The last time it was at these levels, this is the first time from what I can tell we've hit these low of levels on the total crypto market cap. Not even back here. It was close. It's close. Mm-hmm. But, I want to say I throw this down. Let's just put this up here. You can see a gap right in here. And this is touching flush. So we've hit the lowest RSI for the total crypto market cap in Bitcoin history, according to TradingView.
Wow. So technical indicators definitely point to some type of reversal or at least short-term rally here soon.
I don't know, man.
So that's my hopium.
And look at this too. Like I just kind of noticed this. Prices have kind of come right down for total crypto market cap right to the previous all-time highs. So we're supporting as of right now.
Which, if you look at Bitcoin as well, Bitcoin used the support from the 2017 top as its support for this, what we just have been going through right now. It didn't
Really?
break that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember the other guy saying, is that the support from the previous 2017 Bitcoin top, that was our resistance. Just recently, we never breached it or closed below it. So that's a strong point.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's interesting stuff though, man. This total crypto market cap is, it's crazy. And I'm just curious to see, how much did we actually gain from the previous? So it looks like the total crypto market cap went up almost 300% from this high here. So let's just say we go up 300%. I'm just going to go up 200% right here. Yeah. Oh my God. Let's go to 150. That's still like a $7.5 trillion market cap to the next bull run all-time highs, quite possibly. And it would be a lot more than that if we used that 300%. So that would be very interesting to see. Regardless, we went from 770 billion to 3 trillion as far as the total crypto market cap is concerned, which is, to me, that's significant. You go from 760 billion to 3 trillion. That's like huge. Yep. My goodness. So, when you think about adding on an extra, 3 trillion to the next all-time high, it doesn't seem that far-fetched. Talking about it does, but when you break it down like that, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be some BitBoy crypto hopium guy, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you talk about it like that, it makes sense.
Did you throw up a time sequence yet? Let's just throw up one real quick and then move on to something else.
Yeah.
People requesting stuff.
Okay. We got this time sequence. Let's just dial this in. This is the weekly chart, so it's important we get it right. I would say that this is the low candle here. Where's the high candle? Looks like that one's the high candle. So when we look at time sequence, it predicted this reversal here to the downside. Again, this is very minute. Time sequence, it's either going to be subtle or extreme.
Yeah. Seems like a week or 2 or 3 off, but still pretty accurate.
And then even in here, it was a couple weeks off. And then it measured that there was some, when you look at this top here, this top here, there was a little ascending triangle that formed, and then things just shot off. And this is the week that it just accelerated. And then we got this here, September 12th, there's a time sequence. So what does that mean? Well, maybe we are going to see this little pump like this happen again to retest these levels, and maybe we're going to shoot up there. I don't know.
Big, not to cut you off real quick. I think we just hit the YouTube algorithm. There's 54 people. It just jumped up like 40 people. So welcome new people. I don't know how you guys all joined, if whatever the heck just happened, but smash that thumbs up button on your way in. We're just doing some live technical analysis here with Six Fig Stock Trader on YouTube. And I'm Crypto Airborne. I don't know what the heck just happened, guys, but let's get it. If you guys have any requests for technical analysis, please, put it in the comments. We'll try to get to it, and let's keep going.
Yeah, and let's look at what's your next one that you want to look at? Cardano,
Elrond, real quick.
Okay. Basically, right now with Cardano, we're seeing this this little symmetrical triangle squeeze, which is, something that we've just been kind of seeing across the markets, things like that. So with that said, I do think that price action is too far away from this Ichimoku cloud. One thing that's very interesting about this Cardano chart on the weekly is that we are just now starting to get this little 200 moving average to show up on the charts, because this chart is just too new for it. So this is very interesting. So right now, it wouldn't surprise me to see a 55-cent Cardano. If he can break through that, maybe come up to this dollar-ish level at the 730-day moving average. Let's throw up a little time sequence. I did throw out for Cardano on my Twitter handle like a week ago. I was like, watch, what did I say? Watch July 5th or something for a reversal. We got Jordan Mack up in the house.
What's going on, Jordan?
I'm still bearish until I see the Federal Reserve reverse course. Doesn't mean we won't continue to have short-term rallies. There's something to be said there too. Yeah. But right now, even with this symmetrical triangle, when you look at these types of patterns that play out in the market, the symmetrical triangle is notorious for just a pause in trading and a continuation of previous trends. And what's interesting about this on this 4-hour chart is that this little 200 moving average will kind of intersect this upper trend line here. And it could be a little fake out pump we're seeing here. So with respect to Jordan's comment, he may have a point there. And, are we going to see smart money leave the space? You could just open up Pandora's box with that right now. But let's just throw up a little time sequence on ADA, and we'll look at the daily, right? Because that's what we're here for.
And with Cardano, I know they have their upcoming Vassal hard fork. I know it was delayed, but I do know they're testing it on their testnet right now pretty successfully. So I don't know exactly. I think it comes out or launches on the mainnet maybe at the end of the month, I want to say off the top of my head. I haven't been following as close as I used to with Cardano, but that could lead to another short-term pump at least. They're pumping into it and then selling off.
For sure.
FYI. Oh, wow, the algorithm's messed up, man. We're back to 12 people. It went all the way. I don't know if it was messed up, but it went all the way up to like 60 people. And then it like jumped down. So I don't know how, because the tags that I do for the YouTube videos, I put like live TA and everything in it. So maybe it just picked it up for something, man. I don't know what we said.
Give us a chance and we blew it.
Jeez,
what was interesting?
That's crazy.
What was interesting about that though? Like I would have thought that we'd have had more comments and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You'll have to see what your YouTube analytics say in a couple days. I thought we were going to be like the next freaking Carl to the moon and BitBoy crypto.
The last time I had that happen, the last time I had that happen was when I had like 400 subscribers and I live streamed one of the Cardano things they had in AR or on air. Yeah, some Cardano event way last year sometime. And I randomly did it in the morning. I was like, I'll stream it, whatever. So apparently the website that like they used, it kept crashing and it was real slow. So nobody could watch it, but I was streaming it like live from the link or something. It was, I don't remember what happened. I had like 800 people watching me. And I had so many subs right after that, like 150 subs. It was crazy.
But I remember that. That was awesome.
That kind of reminded me of that.
I was watching that whole thing too. Yeah, because I like Cardano. You know what? They're part of that whole UTXO alliance. And you got, ADA, you got IOHK, Komodo, Ergo, Nervos Network. Like there's just this little great alliance that kind of runs together, I think.
Yeah.
But with Cardano, we need to be paying attention to July 15th, folks. Time sequence is telling us that there's going to be something that's going to happen. Typically, when we get these ascending or these symmetrical triangles as well, we won't see these patterns just run right out to the end here. We usually see things make their moves kind of like right in this area. So it's if you see Cardano start reversing and see it dump under 42 cents, this thing could be on its way back to 40 cents ish, somewhere in there, or lower for that matter. So to me right now, Cardano is kind of, for what they've got going on, it just seems to be kind of like a high price. I would like to get back into it, but just at a little bit lower price for me. Let's just throw up a little retracement on this as well. Maybe 32 cents to 22 cents, somewhere in there. If Cardano if things get bad, let's just reverse the roles here and pretend that things get good. 86 cents, 76 cents. Those are some points. If we get above that, obviously this dollar level, which is right at the 730-day moving average, is going to be a challenge to get over. I do think that until they get that that fork figured out and all that, and that, you know, that would be that's a long time coming. So maybe once they get that, people will start buying in and you know, buying the rumor for the next fork that they got.
Yep. All right. Let's see. What should we do now? Elrond, maybe? I've been using the Meyer wallet. I did a video the other day how I'm using the full debit card. It's kind of like you're stacking sats. They gamify the whole thing. It's kind of cool where you can either choose two different options. There's a 1% cash back for every swipe on every purchase, or you can gamify it and they spin a wheel, which they kind of change up based off community feedback. You can win potentially 1 Bitcoin. Like they give away 1 Bitcoin for every session. Every session lasts like a month or something like that. Then they change it. You can win up to 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, all the way up to 5%. They have a bunch of gift cards you can get, like Amazon. If you're a Spin Plus member, you get 5% back instantly.
This is with EGLD?
What?
This is with EGLD?
I'm talking about the fold card real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But what I'm doing with the Satoshis that I'm stacking, I'm transferring that to my Meyer wallet, which is built on the Elrond blockchain, which is a non-custodial wallet. So it's kind of like, you know, there's the custodial wallets that we have, which we don't like right now. Like, you know,
they suck.
Basically, all the centralized exchanges that lose their shit. And then you got your non-custodial wallets, like the Meyer wallet that I'm using, and then you got your hardware wallets, Trezor, Nano X, or Ledger Nano X, and all that stuff. But I'm transferring my Bitcoin now over to that until all the dust clears with this craziness going on. And hopefully whenever Voyager unlocks my shit, I can transfer it out if I'm even able to do that. But I don't even want to talk about
soon. I hope it's soon.
But yeah, Elrond, I still think this is a hidden gem. Like, it's just kind of like the circulating supply right now. I talked about it. There's only about like 21, 22 million circulating right now. Half of it is being staked right now.
That's crazy.
So
it just seems like the perfect storm for a complete run up. You know, you get, so what do they got? 21 million total coins, and then half of it stakes. So there's what, 11 million coins in circulation.
Yep. Something like that.
That's stupid. Like that could lead to crazy prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start doing more videos in depth. I want to have Obi-Wan on. I know he's pretty knowledgeable with the Elrond blockchain, and same thing with Vanessa Harris. Her name's Technology Poet on Twitter. I interviewed her early on when I started my YouTube. She's real knowledgeable with like the NFTs on Elrond and stuff, which I'm not knowledgeable about, but it's just a kind of a hidden gem. I wouldn't say hidden, at least the grand macro perspective of things. Elrond, no one knows what Elrond is, but like since we pay attention to crypto all the time, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good.
They're a top 50 coin.
Yeah,
maybe top 40, top 50 coin.
But anyway,
no joke with them for sure. You know what? We got this symmetrical triangle forming on Elrond. One thing I'm noticing with the RSI, though, is the potential for a breakdown. And when you start to see these patterns shaping out in the RSI and stuff, okay, maybe we are gearing up. And this could just be, you know, go for the entire market, too. So if we're seeing Elrond set up like this, there could be this chance that, hey, Elrond is getting ready to collapse through this symmetrical triangle. You know, to play the devil's advocate, though, you know, you could also say that, hey, maybe we're going to see some Elliott wave out of this RSI like we saw right here. You know, it just is what it is. But right now, we do have somewhat of a rising wedge formation. And I think that you should take this into consideration market wide, not just Elrond wide, because when I start seeing a lot of these similar patterns that might not be necessarily visible or more clearly visible on like some of the other alts or some of the main coins like Bitcoin Ethereum, stuff like that. You know, these are just little indications to pay attention to. So if we're going to start seeing this type of patterns playing out on other coins, we might in fact have some sort of bearish thing going on. Let's just throw up some fibs here on Elrond. We'll cover the dark side first to see what's going to happen. So if Elrond decides to fall down here, I'm going to be looking hard at this 786, which is $43. If it double bottoms, 37. If things get bad, $30. If things get really bad, $21. You know, you might catch 26 in there. Now let's just play Elrond to the upside and just give you guys some price points. You know, the one interesting thing about this, we're on the daily chart. This is a pretty thick Ichimoku cloud here. But if it could just break out of this and trade sideways for like till July 20th, like the next couple of weeks or something, it'd have a great opportunity to bust through this cloud. Or maybe it could get some momentum going through this cloud and then gain some position above the cloud to put up some sort of bullish pattern or something like that. You know, so $59, $72, $81. We won't talk about any other prices because we gotta get over that hurdle first, right?
Yep.
So that's just kind of going on. What's going on right now? This is important to see these types of patterns play out. You know, it just is what it is. If I'm seeing this pattern playing out right now with the symmetrical triangle, it kind of gives me bearish vibes. No joke. Let's just look at CKB, and here we are again. This is kind of doing the same thing that EGLD's doing, and I like CKB a lot. Everybody knows that I like CKB. Yeah, but we kind of got this little bit of this upward wedge pattern, man, and we're seeing this RSI break through it. So maybe it isn't anything that we need to be super crazy about, but right now RSI, you know, is ranging 51. So that's nothing too special. Really, we are going to see CKB try to touch this 0.004 level at this 50 moving average. In my opinion, it is what it is. If it breaks through that 0.0046 ish, somewhere in there, we got a really thick Ichimoku cloud here to get through. Not sure with the current sentiment that we'd be able to do it. I did some analysis on CKB earlier today on my channel. One of the other things, I think I forgot to mention this, but I mentioned it in an earlier video I did. If this breaks down, let's just pretend that we reject at the 50, prices break back down. Well, if this happens, this could be kind of like a good thing, because now we have a descending triangle with an opportunity to pass through a nice thinner part of the Ichimoku cloud. We got to wait till almost damn near August for that, but I'm willing to wait. I'm in this for the long term. So
yeah,
CKB, you know, if you see this thing traveling below 0.0033 ish, it's possibly going to head down to this 0.002826. I'll probably put a little bit of a buy order at about 0.00295 ish, somewhere in there. See if I can pick some cheap coins up, you know, on the cheap.
Yeah.
If we reject here, so it is what it is.
And then last but not least, your ICP. I think that's the last one I had.
ICP.
On
This
the
is
thumbnail. So before Six Fig begins, last night we did a StreamYard Zoom call or whatever, and he was just kind of, you guys know me with ICP. I was very wary of it. I'm starting to do my research now that I have more time about ICP. And honestly, dude, I even told you last night, I was overwhelmed. The ecosystem, there's so much stuff being built. I didn't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Like, you went through everything. It's crazy. And I never even realized it. And nobody's talking about it. Like,
Right.
you are the only one on YouTube that is talking about it. So
It's nuts.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's crazy. And
they had
I
a
know.
hackathon. Yeah, they had a hackathon like 2 weeks ago. Over 400 new dApps got built. You can go bowling. You can go to a pitching machine, with your VR goggles.
That's the crazy thing. What other
Dude,
blockchains, if anyone in the comments or anyone watching, what other projects are doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you can, so I could, well, you've done it before on one of your videos where you somehow put your Oculus on and I guess you link it to it. I don't even know how you did that.
yeah. So if anybody is interested in maybe using their, let's just say you got an Oculus Quest 2 sitting at home, what you can do is just search for this Twitter handle, Kinnick. This is basically the search engine of Internet Computer. It's like Google. Basically, come down here, click on this, and then I mean, we can just look at, like metaverse. Click search, and welcome to the metaverse. So you got just all this stuff. I all this stuff. It just seems like there's new stuff being added every single day. But I went into Debunker. This is the one with the pitching machine that I was telling you about. There's like bowling and stuff, like VR bowling.
Yeah.
So from your Oculus Quest 2 Explorer, your Internet Explorer, you just come in here and click on like Cubetopia. Like, let's just say you wanted to play this game, and this is this is kind of like a knockoff of Minecraft. And so
can you play it like on your desktop without the headset too?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And this is I'll just show you guys this quick because we're just on the subject. But yeah, the ecosystem is just exploding. They've got insane, absolutely insane growth happening right now. I think they got like over 100,000 smart contracts, stuff like that right now running on Internet Computer. It runs at internet speed, web speed. So however fast your internet is, that's however fast, the computer. But this is just like, it's just insane. You can just build away.
Yeah, it looks like a sandbox.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, it's just nuts. And, I don't know. But they got all sorts of stuff like this.
But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I haven't really been paying any attention to it because there's just so much stuff out there. But I'm interested.
Yeah, definitely do your own research. I am a sponsored. I do have a grant from Internet Computer to make content for them. So full disclosure, for that. Really though, if I didn't have that grant and I knew about this crypto, I would be investing in it personally. I'm not saying that you should. Just I like the ecosystem. I like using it. It's a great user experience, stuff like that. So this is definitely my one of my hidden gems, kind of like Nervos Network. Is I tried to when I look at these projects, I try to invest in the team. Nervos Network has an incredible team. I know a lot of the team members, and when it comes to ICP, they've got 300 cryptographers working for them. It's insane.
And then also last week when we did this live stream, we talked about ICP and Jasmy and how the TA looks so good.
Oh yeah.
And before Voyager shut down all my crap and I don't have any access to it, I bought $1,500 in ICP and I bought about 1,000 in Jasmy. Right now in ICP, when I look at the app, which I can't do anything with it, I'm up like $350 on that move. And Jasmy, I'm up about like 200, I think, right now. So
That's
It sucks, but from after listening to that, it sounded like it was ready for a move. Sure enough, a week later, I'm up. So
yeah, I pray that you and everybody else gets their shit back, man. That's all I got to say about that. With this whole thing, ICP has been battered down quite badly since the launch. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on behind the scenes where there was some basically hired hit jobs to spread a bunch of false narratives about the foundation and stuff like that. But we'll get into that in another video. This is technical analysis. So this is what's called a falling wedge. Now, this is something that's very bullish to see, especially when you start seeing these falling wedges on a grander scale. Right now we are seeing the price or these candles break free from this falling wedge. So I'm really hoping that we start to see some upward movement with ICP. Let's just kind of cover where we could see some potential price points: $24, $36, $69. This $87 level. This is going to take some time, I think, to get to this level, but this is one of the true resistance points for ICP. So I'd like to see a repeat or a retest of these levels. If it passes that 109, 138, let's talk about the downside of things here, right? Because we definitely want to know where this thing is going to go if this thing's heading to the downside. So let's just go ahead and get some.
Yeah, I like that you do that because some TA people don't do that. Like, obviously, you got to show the upside and the downside, which is good.
Yeah. So I mean, when I look at this too, I'm just going to pull this away. If we reject at this 50 moving average, and this is kind of looking like, what was it? Was it CKB or EGLD or this little
Aileron.
ascending aileron? Okay. I mean, we would get this little ascending triangle that could be forming here. So, this could retrace back down to this $5.50-ish level, somewhere in there. If we see that happen, pay attention. If it starts dropping, possibly going down to that $4-ish level. But let's just pull this up here. Because we need to, as bullish as I'm on all these crypto coins, it's important to know where these things could land us to the downside. So $4.96, $4.55. Really, I'd be concerned if we see this drop below like $3.38, somewhere in there. Very well could go down to the $4 range. I've been buying ICP personally since it was at about $16. I've just been kind of dollar cost averaging myself. So
nice.
Not saying you guys should. It is what it is. Definitely for what it has going for it, all the dApps and stuff that are running on the network, it just seems like it's kind of undervalued right now. So
yeah. All right, so we got 1 hour and 3 minutes. That's good. We got everything that we want to do TA on. I think we went for an hour and 30 last time. I mean, I'm fine. Probably 30 minutes if you want, but take a look at the chat. I know there was lots of requests going on. Don't forget, guys, there is a super chat. So if you really want your TA done, you can help me out. I could use anything right now, but
let's do some super chats.
Josh Kennedy, first one to, I know I can scroll back up. There's so many. KBNT, please. 11 million market cap, 20 million cash on hand, digital advertising, high growth company.
So this must be a.
Is it a stock then? I guess.
Be.
Interesting.
This is a crypto stock because this looks like.
Is it crypto or is it a stock, Josh?
Yeah, this looks like a stock, I think. Well, let's just go ahead here and just pull this up. Okay. So I don't know anything about this company. When we look at this RSI, might be seeing it's a stock. Okay.
Okay.
When we're looking at this RSI here, we are kind of seeing these RSI levels just kind of get higher, and we're seeing that happen. So hopefully this will continue going higher. Looks like you had earnings September 29th. Let's just look at this thing on like a 4-hour chart. And you can see that this thing is breaking through or trying to break through this little 50 moving average. So let's go ahead and just see what's going on with this. So right now you're at the 786. A lot of traders will reverse their positions at the 786. Not saying that's what's going to happen here, but you could see this thing maybe run up to this $1.14 level. A lot of traders will also reverse their positions at the 127, which is at $1.27 in this case, and the 161.8 at $1.44 ish, somewhere in there. Really, this is kind of one of those. I don't know a whole lot about the company. I don't know what's going on, but it's trying to break through this thinner part of the cloud here, so that's interesting as well. Let's just throw up a little time sequence on this. And here's Elliott wave theory, folks. This is a beautiful example of Elliott wave theory. Unfortunately, something happened here February 21st that caused this little downward spiral to happen.
Oh, wow.
So I want to just measure this quick to see. Man, this is kind of a tough one. I'm not gonna lie here. I'd watch out for here. Head and shoulders pattern, something like this to occur. Really, this is you saw some double tops here, which resulted in a plummet back down to these 65 cent-ish levels, stuff like that. Really, I would just kind of watch these levels in here. $1.14, $1.27, 161.8 at the $1.44 level. So,
all right, let me scroll back up.
I know somebody wanted Cardano. I think that might have been Strika.
Strika, yeah.
Is he here?
That.
Is he still in the house?
And then I asked Feel Good Green. He wanted V-Chain. I don't know if he's even in here.
Okay.
But we could do Cardano. I still want to get my hands on one of those miners.
Oh, man. I know. I know.
They're actually lowering their prices a little bit. Gold Shell is, I know. That's a whole nother conversation in miners we can talk about. But
oh, yeah.
A lot of people believe in Cardano and they say it's the next Ethereum and whatnot. I mean, I have not really done any research on it. I just know a lot of people, even like Cryptos R Us, big YouTuber, he likes Cardano a lot.
I like it personally. I've done my research on it a little bit. I haven't really looked at the team in depth, but I looked at some more like the technical chain aspects, and they've got the capabilities. So it's like a 2-layer chain, and so with Cardano, layer 1 is like lightning fast, 100,000+ transactions a second it can handle. I want to say that somewhere in there. I could be wrong. I'd have to look at my little notes that I take down. But yeah, KDA, we got the symmetrical triangle squeeze, and this thing's really testing this 200 moving average on this 4-hour chart. RSI is way overblown, so we might see this thing come back down. It is what it is. Yeah, King Crimson. Yeah, it has decent technology for sure. I agree with that. I am currently not holding any, but I would love to get one of those miners.
Yeah,
might be more viable if they have any halvings or something.
Well, that's the other thing. It's hard to find on exchanges and stuff. What is it on?
Okay.
What is it on? At least in the United States, is it on KuCoin? I want to say it's on one of those exchanges, and that's it. It's not. I
Yeah.
don't think it's on Coinbase. It wasn't on Voyager. I don't know if it's on FTX. Definitely not US. So you still have all that to look forward to once they start growing. I guess maybe the next bull run.
Yeah, especially if you get like Coinbase effect.
Yeah, I know how that feels back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, with Cardano, we're looking at resistance around the $1.8211, $2.37, 61.8, $2.63, $3, $3.42. Now let's talk about the downside here. If you see this thing start trending downwards, you could maybe expect this $1.27-ish level. If things get really bad, the 68-cent level might be the next stop down. If that happens, I will probably drop like some money on this, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But if it does, what an incredible price for the technology, stuff like that.
And it goes back to that. You've made videos on it about mining CKB and at the current low prices. Like right now, do you think it's? I guess it depends on the person. Is it better just to buy it right now than mine it? Because at one point, Cardano KD6 miner was making like what $250 a day.
Yeah. And dude, I remember when Gold Shell had the KDA miners for the same price as like the CKB miners, and they were $600 for the little box units, like what we got right here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden stuff blew up, man.
It was like $7,000 for a KD box.
And yeah.
KD box Pro, and I don't know what they go for now. I don't know what they go for now. I think
you can get one of the boxes for like $1,200 from what I recall.
Yeah.
Oh. Had a yawn there. So what do we got? We got any other?
Let me scroll back up. We've kind of dropped off. Thank you to the 4 people still watching.
Oh, is there
6 people now?
Should we just wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up here soon. Let's do one more. Let me just see.
Oh, VeChain.
Yeah, VeChain. I think what's his name wanted it. Feel good green. And then I guess maybe call it at that, unless someone wants to super chat or something.
Yeah, we'll do super chats after this.
Oh, Aldo, what's up? Where have you been, man?
Hiding under a rock. I'm just kidding. Right. Yeah, so this is kind of the same thing. Just we're seeing these symmetrical triangles kind of form. Just VeChain. You know, it's interesting. We got the 786 somewhere in here. So it wouldn't surprise me to see this come up to like the 2.5 cent level, gets past that, maybe 0.028, 3 cent-ish level. You start to see this thing crumbling back down. Look for this 0.021, 2 cent level. There's really, this thing has been just getting crushed since April of 2021.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I like VeChain, like the macro perspectives of it. Like it's like a logistics supply thing where I do believe it's like Chinese based coin, and it's kind of like their vision is they want to track everything in the logistics industry. So it's like if you want to buy you go to the grocery store and you buy a pound of meat, you can scan it, you can see exactly the whole process of where it originated, where that cow actually was, down to where it was processed, butchered, where it was moved, all the way down to where the grocery store is. I guess I don't know if the consumer can do that, but that's essentially what it is. It's a tracking system for the logistics industry on the blockchain. So I know a lot of people are bullish on this. This is like another long-term hold, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not financial advice. It's kind of like Cardano. It has a good vision behind it, but it's just the price is just all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing, man, it really does stink to see it. I like the technology with VeChain. It's in price discovery to the downside on all-time lows. for right now. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I got into VeChain before the 2021 bull run.
nice.
I had a lot. I bought in between like 2 cents. What is that? What it is right
Nice.
now? I can't even see your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2
So
cents.
I bought in. Go back to like 2020. Like what was it at around 2020 time frame? I forget. Maybe it was under a penny. I think actually.
Yeah, under a penny.
Yeah. So I bought some around that time frame, and then I remember it going up to what 25 cents, 26 cents. It was like the all time high.
Yeah, 28 and a half, somewhere in there. Somebody
Yeah.
bought that candle.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pack has got VeChain, but it's locked up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. A lot of people are in your situation.
Anyway.
But with VeChain, you start looking at things like this, and on a bigger picture, there might be it might suffer here for a little bit longer. But we might be seeing this falling wedge, kind of like what's happening with ICP. You start to see this falling wedge price squeeze. Eventually, what's going to happen is this thing's just going to react, with these falling wedges. So that is good to see. Yeah, sorry to hear about your situation, Packable. That sucks.
All right, I think I might call it there. It's been pretty quiet the last 20 minutes or so. But I appreciate the 6 of you guys still tuning in. I mean, at one point tonight, if you guys just joined us or whatever, we had it was like 60 people. I was looking at the thing, at least on my end, that you guys can't see. Well, you can see it, I think, if you watch regular YouTube. But it went from like 15, 16 people, and then it said like 30, 40, 60. The same thing that happened when I streamed Cardano that one time. So I don't know how the algorithm works, but it was crazy. And then all of a sudden, it just dropped off. I'm curious to see the analytics from this this live. But
me too, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The whole crypto market, man, like nobody's watching videos, and it's just we're at the bottom of the barrel. I went from like 100 my best month on YouTube was November, the peak of the bull run. That was 110,000 views in 28 days, and then now it's down to like, I don't know, 20,000 views a month, 20,000. So
same here. It sucks as a content creator. I mean, we've talked about this in our past streams. It's just like my best month was, I think I got monetized in November of last year, December. And my best month was December of last year, like right after the peak. And then ever since, it just kept going down, down, and down.
Yeah.
But last month, June, was my best month of the year because of the Voyager situation. I put out a bunch of videos, and I just started pumping out videos that week, and I've got a couple thousand views on those videos, so I got good ad revenue on it. But
good.
But yeah, I don't know if stuff starts picking back up. It's crazy because now that we mentioned this, I'm thinking back to TikTok days. So back when I started TikTok, man, I don't know. I've been on TikTok for a couple years, maybe 1 or 2 years, but I really started my crypto social media on TikTok in January of 2021, and I would just post videos. Every video, like it was just normal, like all my normal shit. I would get like 20 followers, 30 followers, 20 followers every video for like those 3 months, because that was like the beginning when everyone was looking into crypto. It's crazy how the algorithm and everything works. And then all of a sudden now I post on TikTok, I'll get like 300-400 views per video, no matter what I put out. But it's nothing compared to like when there's a bull run. So it's just crazy how it works.
When the bull run was hot, I was making like $800-900 a month just off YouTube ad rev, which was like, that's a sweet paycheck to get for a small channel.
And how often were you putting out videos though? Because I know you did go through a month of just pumping videos, 2 months, then you kind of took some time off. But during that time, I don't think you were really pumping videos as much as you did that one experiment time, right?
I was hammering CKB videos, man, every day. It was like a daily CKB video. But once January hit, that's when things slowed way down, and you go from like 100,000 down to like 25, 30,000 views, and it's like, I need a break. Like, I need a cigarette after all that, you know,
Yeah.
or something. I don't even smoke, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So who knows? So hopefully things start picking up a little bit, get our
Mhm.
views up, and I don't know. The 4 people here, you guys.
We're gonna talk about our problems next after a couple beers.
Yeah.
Live.
Just
Oh,
get
I
on the
hear you, man.
Oculus and just start doing some stuff. It's crazy stuff. I don't know.
I wish I had my shit plugged
Ah,
in.
it's all good.
I wish that those things came with like rechargeable batteries, or like, you know, batteries that you could take out and just plug into the wall when you're ready.
Yep.
You just boom, put it on. But
Like the drones we had.
you're right.
I don't have one. You still do, but yeah, they do really fast. It sucks.
Yeah.
But you said Joe or whatever, your one buddy, he's got like there's like a headset with a built-in battery pack
Yeah.
that he has or something.
Yeah.
I guess helps out a lot.
It's pretty sweet, man. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but there's a little bit of extra weight on your head too, and
Yeah.
I don't
But then
know.
you showed me that video from TikTok where they have those new headsets for Oculus coming out in beta, like just super slim. It's just like glasses, insane resolution, like 6K resolution. And it's crazy because you guys all know how the you don't want your data put out there and everything, where I guess it like scans. You have to do like an eye exam before you do it. So
Yeah.
I don't want that personally, but some people don't care. But it's crazy though, the outcome and like the vision that they have for that. But I think in the future, I think that's what blockchains, certain cryptos are going to start building off of, these big like companies first. Like, so like
Mhm.
you got the money, Zuckerberg, he's got Meta, he's building all these big things with that, but then maybe they'll partner with these other crypto exchanges and make it decentralized at some point. But I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation we could get into.
We should just get into like we should just have one of these sessions where we should do some research, find out all the cool like games on all these different blockchains out there, whatever blockchains there are, and we'll just visit all these different games or something in one live stream or something. I think
That's
that'd be
actually a
cool.
great idea,
Kind of
because
like what we
I don't
did
know any
tonight.
other, like I said previously in the video, was other blockchains that are doing the thing like ICP where you could plug that in and at least wear your Oculus and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. I'm
It's
sure there
nuts.
are. There's people, nobody talks about it because we're so
Yeah.
early with all this.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
new
Gala
tech.
Games.
Yeah.
I did a
That's
couple
a good
videos on
one.
that. I haven't been following that, but yeah, there's definitely some good games on there. And I did a review on one of the games. I'm glad you reminded me about that, Robert. I'm gonna get back into Gala and just see what they actually produce, because I did a video months and months ago and everything was in beta. So their games were legit, like
Really?
really good. So
Since I got you on the horn, you know, speaking of like games, I'll share my screen here. So just since we're talking about this,
yeah,
they got this game on internet computer called this IC1101, and they got this thing, dude. This is just like, it's just nuts. I'll mute this, but they got like this. It's like part metaverse where you can walk around and display your NFTs and stuff. But then there's also like this other side to this game where you can like build out your own like freaking spacecrafts and build out your own cities, like Tiberium Sun or something like. And what's crazy about like the internet computer, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like shill the internet computer on everybody, but all the stuff you're seeing is being run on chain. This isn't Amazon Web Services. This is running on chain, which is it's just unreal. Like nobody can shut it down even if they wanted to, except for the developers.
So that goes, man, we could get deep into this and keep going and going.
Yeah.
But I think this actually gives me an idea. We should do a stream on like gaming on the blockchain and whatnot.
It'd be fun.
How do the traditional video game companies like Activision, Blizzard adopt blockchains to build their games to do this in the future? Like Grand Theft Auto 6. Like
this is going to be one of those things where if they do decide to get into the blockchain venture, you're going to need something with fast transaction speed, or at least something that's scalable to meet the needs of a game. And then you're going to need to have something with like low gas fees. You know, when you're talking like Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that, I could see them running something off Amazon Web Services or something like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
maybe
just,
early on now, probably.
yeah,
But
I
I
don't
already
know.
know. We already talked about this. Like they're gonna incorporate NFTs within Grand Theft Auto somehow. I don't
Yeah,
know if it's still gonna be centralized, but hey, you have Rockstar Games. You're gonna connect your wallet to whatever blockchain they use their NFTs on. You find this in-game NFT, you send it to your wallet, you can go out and sell it for real crypto, and then sell it on the
right,
exchange and then get money, dude. That's
right.
the future. We've talked about this in the past. It's insane.
I could see like Rockstar, dude, like having their own coin, like Ape
Oh
Coin or
yeah, they're
something.
huge. How much money
Dude,
they've made
oh
on
my
Grand
god.
Theft Auto 5? What is it? The biggest grossing video game in
Like,
history. And now
yeah,
imagine with crypto and the blockchain and NFTs. Whew,
yeah,
I can't
it's
imagine actually.
nuts.
I'd be curious to go to their website and look at some of the jobs that they're having right now, like blockchain
Yeah.
people and crypto. I don't know. That's a
There's
whole
some
nother
convos
conversation.
going on. Yeah.
But
Well,
I think
what
we
do you
should end
guys
it.
think?
I got
Yeah,
excited talking about that, but I think that's
it's
a good content
yeah.
thing we could talk about on another day or another Thirsty
I'd love
Thursday
to.
or whatever. But
I'd love to.
I think
Yeah,
that's definitely
Gala
a future
Games. I
group.
got to check that out too.
Oh yeah, there's some
I
pretty
haven't
cool
I haven't
games.
done my due diligence on it, but everybody talks about it, so
Yeah,
that's
then
cool.
you have Harmony One blockchain. They have DeFi Kingdoms I've messed around with, and that's like an 8-bit. It's kind of like 2D where you go move around and stuff. But
Mhm.
it's crazy because it's like going back to the days when we played the 2D games, but it's now on desktop on the blockchain, and they incorporated the NFTs and staking all within the platform. It's crazy. So like and
That's
then
cool.
those games incorporate their own tokens. So there's Jewel token within DeFi Kingdoms where I could stake it at the market, like,
Hmm.
and actually cash out to my wallet, my Harmony One wallet on MetaMask, and then convert that to whatever and send it to. The possibilities are endless. Like I said, guys, we're still so early with this, and the video game industry is gonna blow
Hmm.
up with blockchain, NFTs, and all the video games, play to earn, all that type of stuff. Or
Really, it's in its infancy still. After all these years, I just realized that
yeah,
as far as the possibilities in the future are concerned.
yeah. All right, guys. I think
No.
it's gonna end it. You got any last words or thoughts for the 4 people still watching? Probably my moderators and Kim Crimson and Robert.
You know, I know,
Pac-Man.
just there's a lot of people out there right now hurting. They have been since November. Just hang in there and do whatever you got to do to get by and salvage what you have. Hopefully, the markets turn up and start pumping again for everyone's sake, because uh, it's getting ridiculous at this point. We're 9 months running down. And I know that there's a lot of people with stuff locked up in the Voyager app and stuff like that. Hopefully they do the right thing and give people at least their crypto back. I think that would go a long way as far as cementing a future for them. And I think that it would go a long way, um, in maybe saying, okay, they messed up. Maybe we'll support them a little bit more since they did the right thing or something. Because I don't want to see anybody get their stuff jacked and have it sent to some creditor. Like, screw that.
Yeah.
Like, it's your crypto, man, and just hang in there. It's not gonna, it's not gonna. This stuff's not gonna get worked out overnight. I can almost certainly guarantee you that. You just never know what's going to happen until it's all said and done, and it's just speculating will eat you alive. So just, it sucks, just wait, on the markets to see what happens. Maybe if we get some insane pump, maybe
that's gonna help. That's gonna help these
Yes.
companies too.
Yes,
The shit they're
absolutely.
holding is going to increase in value. They're going to have more money. So
then they
a
can kind of
pump's going to
sell
help
it
all
off.
this, the shitty situations going
Yep.
on as well.
100%. So hopefully that's going to happen. And that's all I'm going to say, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. And again, for everyone's mental sake, just go out there and get some exercise. Like if you feel down, you're not doing well, just go out for a walk, go for a run, spend time with your family, put your phone down.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's hard, especially since we're in this industry and whatnot, but you got to do it for your own mental state. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. For you 4 people still watching, really appreciate it. It was a good time. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Friday? I don't know. I might put something out depending on the news. But otherwise, I'm going to enjoy the weekend, hang out and whatnot. So, all right, guys, everyone else have a great night. Smash that thumbs up button on your way out. I'm sure everyone already has, but I'm going to try to get the timestamps and everything, and I'll do a tweet for all this, but I definitely appreciate it. So everyone have a great night. That's all I got for you. Crypto Airborne out. Do the right thing. End broadcast. There we go.